evening, I'm Laura Tangle and welcome to $7.10. Tonight we are joined by the Prime Minister Scott Morrespin. Welcome, Prime Minister.
Oh, thanks, Laura, but wasn't this show called $7.15 last time?
It was, but we've had a few more cuts around here.
I see. Well, thanks, Laura. Glad to be with you as myself, as me, with all my excessive weight, taggy glasses and old, mouldy, ill-fitting suits.
But who else would you be, Prime Minister?
Well, now, I'm just saying that sure, people can pretend to be fitter and hotter by doing stuff like exercising and losing weight, but there's still fatties on the inside, Laura, if you get my meaning. Not looking at anyone, Albo.
I see. Did you not have your photo taken wearing moleskins and an akubra, looking out over farmland and shearing sheep?
Well, yes, I did, but they're just things I always do.
And hammering nails? And driving a truck and emerging from submarines?
But that's me, Laura. That's how you know you've got the real deal. The real ScoMo. Not pretending to be anyone else, like John Howard or Bob Hawke, or even the very dashing Robert Menzies. None of this fake losing weight or new glasses nonsense, Laura. Just good old-fashioned upfront fair dinkum manufactured high resolution and carefully airbrushed photo opportunities.
Indeed. Now, Prime Minister Morrespin, I would like to turn to the floods, if I may.
Of course. These are very floody times, Laura.
Quite. Can you understand why many people feel abandoned, Prime Minister?
Well, of course. Of course I do, Laura. I mean, it's like my good friend, who also happens to be the National Recovery and Resilience Agency Coordinator General Shane Stone said, you got people who want to live in among the gum trees and then their houses fall in the river. I mean, of course they're going to feel abandoned, Laura. They're in the river. God's sake, who wouldn't?
Yes, but do you accept that your government could have done more?
Well, no, not at all. We've done everything now that we did with the bushfires and with the pandemic. Why should the floods be any different? I mean, that's hardly the government's fault. As I've said before, Laura, I don't hold a hose, and nor do I hold a suction pump. Or, when you come to it, a needle, or really anything of any practical use whatsoever. Now, I couldn't be any clearer than that.
Then, what is it you have done to help, Prime Minister?
I'm glad you asked that, Laura. Very glad. Because we've sent in the Defence Forces. We've given some people some money, despite them building their houses in with all the gum trees in flood zones. I've even picked up rubbish myself. Well, not myself, but, well, not with my own hands, but with special implements. But I, the real Scott Morrison, not trying to be anyone else, Laura.
But didn't the Defence Force go in and take photos for the first week?
Well, of course, because they're the Defence Force. They're not pretending to be the SES, Laura. They can't just go in there and start helping people by saving them from drowning or assisting them with clean-up efforts or any of that nonsense.
I see. And didn't your government allow people to build in those gumtree areas?
Oh, no. Now, I've got to be clear about this. That was the state governments and the local councils. Details are important, Laura.
Reports also indicate that your $1,000 one-off payments plus the additional $1,000 payments are only available in Liberal seats.
Well, that's just nonsense, Laura. I'm offended by that. They're also available in marginal seats.
What about the people who have been flood affected in Labor seats?
Honestly, Laura, do I have to spell it out for you? The funds are on a needs basis. And the Liberal MPs in Liberal and marginal seats clearly are in much greater need of funds. How else will they be re-elected?
Quite. Prime Minister Morrespin, thank you for your time.
Always a pleasure, Laura. Never a chore.
And now a brief word from the good folks at Independent Australia.
Hello social media fans. Here at Independent Australia, we believe in the free and fair distribution of information.
Yeah, right into distribution.
That means We make sure all our news, analysis, videos and podcasts are freely available to all and are not hidden away behind a paywall like those of other publications. We consider our readers and viewers to be our friends, our confidants, our family.
Don't mess with the family.
No matter what the government says about the economy recovering, or how many times this is echoed by their media partners, we know many people are doing it tough at the moment.
Tough as.
We rely on our friends to support us so we can continue bringing free, fair and honest independent news to Australians and people all around the world. This is more important than ever as we approach a critical federal election. But now, as many of our most loyal and long-standing supporters can no longer afford to subscribe or donate, IA is itself facing hard times.
So, we can do this the easy way or the hard way?
Independent Australia has around 60,000 social media followers and fans. If even 1 in 10, the ones who are not struggling,
We know who you are.
subscribed or donated to Independent Australia, we'd be, well, a much happier family.
And we like a happy family.
So if you value what we do, or even just because you value independent media and don't want to see another voice get snuffed out, then please subscribe and or donate to Independent Australia today. Thank you.
Nice little publication you got here. Be a shame if something was to happen to it.